Hello, lovely people. Hello, you. Hi. So one day until Emma is tomorrow. Today's Saturday. I have just last preparations, last checking the list. So last checks. We're gonna go through everything. I'm planning to go like this with no parcel shelf and no trim panels, so I'm just gonna leave them at home because really I don't need them, because then I will have to go remove them, put them somewhere, and there's no point. So, and even like if I'm closed, if I'm for example demo or something, people can still see everything through the glass, which is kind of cool. So I have my diagrams. I have the signal diagram, I have the power diagram, and I just added some like, so this is fixed to the thingy, so it's just to show because it looks cool, and the wind is not gonna blow it away because it's kind of heavy, so that's fine. And I might take a tablet as well. I just need to sort out this program that does like a slideshow, so I just uploaded all my pictures that I made while building everything, like the front dash, the front subwoofer, all this back wiring and everything. So I have all those pictures there. I just need to sort out this program because it's like a trial version, so it goes like into pause mode. And yeah, let's go through the checklist. So we went through this checklist once. We're gonna go through this again just to make sure that we have everything and everything is ready. So the one that was missing is documentation for hidden and non-visible components. So what I did is I made like this kind of little picture folder which shows like my speaker wires, the XT connections. This is behind the side trim. On the side I have like my power wire and the speaker cable. Then what's in there? Like the tweeter termination, the tweeters in the corners of the dash, mid-range, soldered. So I have this picture from a while ago, and the connectors only soldered, and they are not heat shrink protected, but it's in the dash, so I think it might be fine. IB mid-bass installation, mid-bass drivers, front subwoofer, IB subwoofer, and just this manifold, how it looks like from, because like a lot of people, oh shoot, when they see my sub they think it's like a small sealed box because it looks like a small sealed box, but it's an IB, so just to show them that it's not sealed, it's actually IB. Okay, so this is fine. All the documentation I think is gonna be okay. Then presentation, so this is like show off my vehicle, so this is like the part where it's gonna be like this. Listen, demos, that kind of stuff. So this is fine from the last time. Cleanliness, so I did clean everything. I just need to wipe the dust because I washed the car last week, but it's a bit dusty. So that's the only thing. Wash it again, hoover it again, and it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna do it now. System documentation, all is fine. So here, this is what I mean. All that's hidden. So speaker behind door panels and dashboard grills. So I don't have anything, but I thought that they mean the termination of the connections, how it looks like. Maybe that's so. I'm just guessing. Now this one, head unit DC converters. So I do have a like a charging thingy. That's behind this panel. There's a DC-DC converter that goes from 12 to 5 volts USB, and I have a USB cable into the, because this is a 2 cable, so one goes for the signal and the other one goes for the charger. And I won't be able to show it here. Basically it's up in there, and there's 2 cables. One, the USB goes into the back to the USB head card, and one USB goes into the charger. However, due to some noise issues, I'm planning to disconnect it while judging, so that's why I didn't include it in the power diagram, which is, yeah, here. I didn't include it because I'm gonna disconnect it, so technically it won't be used during judging, so I didn't include it. Now what else? Main fuse. So main fuse, It doesn't mention anything about the rating of the fuse. However, hello. It doesn't mention anything about the rating. However, I did swapped it out for, I don't know if you'll be able to see, 175 amps. So I had a 200 amp fuse, but I replaced it with 175, so it would match the 35 square mil cable. I'm sorry, it's a bit noisy here. I don't know why. So fuse is fine. What else? All mounted securely. So I mounted this. Now it's fixed. It's not gonna come off. The panel, you can lift it because I want it to be accessible. Oh, and this is like the slide that is going. So this is basically all the stuff that I did while making the amp rack and everything. So everything is mounted securely. So I redid this one from Plexi. Now it's mounted rigidly with the bolts. Tweeters are not moving anywhere. I mounted this one as well. It's not moving anywhere. It's very tight in there, so nothing is moving. Everything should be fine in that regard. So all mounted securely. Then protection of speakers. So the tweeters and the mid-range is not protected, which is fine because they are in the dash. For this one, I did made a grill. So it was the same grill, but it was like from inside this trim. So I removed it, I put it on top. That's super glue. It looks ugly, but it's fine. And I had to like push the grill a bit in. I don't know if you'll be able to see, so that this would fit because it's very, very tight. But now it has protection. It doesn't rattle and everything. Even the subwoofer has protection, even if it's not needed. But it's fine. So protection is all fine. Oh, so for the mid bass. So apparently mid bass drivers don't need like protection, so I just put like grill cloth on them just to hide them from you. I know it doesn't look pretty, but again, it's fine for me. It's a daily driver. It's not a show car. What else? First optical impression. So I don't know, this is kind of finished. So the only thing is like these corners that don't look that pretty because I have nothing here. I'm planning to put like a grill mesh or something, but now it's like nothing here. I put some vinyl sticker here so it would look a bit nicer. It's not a trim made of wood or anything, it's just a sticker, but it looks a bit better. Yeah, it doesn't look like unfinished, so I don't know, it might be fine. And what else? So this is from the install is fine. Let's have a look at the SQ judging. Okay, so this one, sound quality, so judging checks, blah 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 blah. And this one, calibration of volume, point number 2. So the volume should be 80, no more than 80 dB unweighed, slow measurement with pink noise. So the thing is, what I have is, while you're on, turn off, shut off. Yeah, there we go. So what I have is, I have this meter, SPL meter. However, this meter is A-weighted. So that means that everything below 1000 hertz is kind of rolled off. And if you watch my tuning video with the system, I have a house curve that goes flat up to like, down to like 200, and then from 200 it goes up. So I have more bass, and I have about like plus 9 dB of bass at 30 hertz. So I'm thinking like this rolls off everything below 1000. So comment if I'm thinking it wrong or right. What I need is to have no more than 70 dB on this reading. So it's like if I imagine like 2000 hertz is going to be 70 dB, and if I go down and plus 9 dB on the bass, that brings me up to like close to 80 dB. And this is the point where it says unweighed. So if it's unweighed, it counts the bass as well. So if the bass, if I'm gonna set my highs like 1000 hertz at 80 dB, my bass is gonna be at 90 dB. So I'm thinking to set a 70, something around 70 dB on this weighted measurement, and then I'm gonna have about 80 dB with the bass. I don't know. That's my thinking. Comment below if you think that is wrong. So that's this. Then this one. So the visibility and clearness. So it says that I should have no more than 4 centimeters protruding from the driver view. So if I look like this, let me just push it a bit back. Like this, obviously it's less than 4 centimeters, so this is fine. However, this one is a bit problematic because this obstructs the view. Now, the question is how much? So, let me shed this. Yeah. So this is the line, and it's kind of curved. So the biggest problem is where the sticker is, yeah? And I have here, like this. Yeah, the tape is something like 4 centimeters, yeah? That's 4 centimeters. So let me put this because I cannot see through the tape. That's why it's there. So this part is something like 4 centimeters from the line, yeah? And if I sit in the driver's seat, and it's something like this from, where's the camera? On this side. So this is like from my left eye view, and you can see it's below 4 centimeters. But if I look with the other eye, it's kind of protruding a tiny bit. So this might be the thing where I might lose some points. Maybe, I don't know. It's very, very, I don't know. Because the thing is, like, if I'm gonna put the tweeters in the A pillars, obviously they're gonna be there and it's gonna be fine. But now it's protruding because of that swivel thingy. So this might be questionable. Is it more or less than 4 centimeters? I don't know. So that's that thing. And the other thing is switching noises. So you lose points if you have a turn on, turn off noise. So what I noticed, like if I'm playing everything through my phone and my phone is charging via that DC-DC converter that I mentioned before. And the problem is, if I turn off my ignition while the charger is in, it gives me bzz, bzz, all the time. And I just narrowed down yesterday, it's the problem of that charger. So if I unplug the charger, which I can literally do here, and technically not use it at all, like this, yeah? So I unplug the charger and leave it like this. So technically I'm not using that DC-DC converter. That's why I don't think I have it to add it into the wiring diagram. And if I don't use it, I don't have that noise. So the only thing is I need to remember when I go there, need to remember to unplug the charger, because I need the phone to be charging while I'm driving, because I'm going to be close to 2 hours of drive. So I don't want the battery on the phone to get low. So I'll have to have it connected while I'm driving, but I need to remember when I go there to remove the plug, so I wouldn't have any on and off noise. And that's pretty much it, because the tune that I did on it, I didn't change anything. I'm gonna leave it as it is. So I think from my like untrained ears, I have the sensor where it's supposed to be. For me, the tonality sounds good, and that is the whole point. I'm gonna go there just to see if what I am hearing and my tuning like method is kind of okay. It's a very curious cat. Yeah, so the main problem now for me is setting the correct volume. So I have, I think, about minus 22, 23 on the director, minus 23 dB, and I think that it might be a tiny bit too loud. So I might need to, again, just to double check the volume. So the volume is the main thing that I will need to double check, but everything else, I think it's okay, good, and I'm gonna leave it as it is. And yeah, tomorrow in the morning, I'm gonna make the drive, and we'll see how it's gonna go. Yeah. Bye. Yeah, so wish me luck. Again, I'm not going there to win, just to compete, just to see how it is. But I think it's gonna be a fun day. And it's gonna be not as warm as today, which is good because like when it's very warm, it's very hot in the car. So yeah. Okay, I think that's it what I wanted to say. Now I'm gonna go and wash my car. I'm gonna wash all the dust, clean the engine compartment and everything, hoover it, wipe the dust. Yeah, and I'll try to make a video tomorrow as well because I just want to document what cars are gonna be there, how they're gonna look and everything. I don't know how much time I'm gonna have because I'm gonna be super nervous anyway, but I'm gonna try my best to document the whole event for you. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one.